Guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, as always, shows brought to you by Kaizen Fightwear. So Kaizen Fightwear offering a range of products in regards to rash guards and so on for anyone. As I said, it's a good Scottish company run by Big Max in the jiu-jitsu scene. So definitely make sure you head over to Kaizen Fightwear _co on Instagram for all the kind of funky details and stuff like that. So we're going to be talking about Cage Warriors 187. So let me just bring in my two guests.
Damn, guys.
So here they are. We've got the lads.
Happening, Stoomboy. What you saying, guys? Are you good?
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate. You see us all right, aye?
I see you absolutely fine. So, but guys, we're live. So Cage Warriors 187, Braehead Arena, Glasgow, Saturday the 19th of April. So it's going to be an amazing night. Obviously, the last two Cage Warriors were awesome. So it's going to be a great night. A lot of great fights are going to be on the card that night. So anybody looking for tickets, make sure you do hit up the links in your chosen fighters' social medias. They've got the links put up. There's also UFC Fight Pass is going to have it on there as well. So if you can't make it in attendance, make sure you are watching on UFC Fight Pass. It's going to be an amazing, amazing day for sure. So two guys that I was going to be speaking to is probably two of the most violent guys in Scottish combat sports. So obviously,
it's entertaining by far.
Oh yeah, definitely the two most entertaining guys. I mean, these are two guys that put everything on the line. They go out there and do you know what I mean? They have fun, which a lot of people don't. Yeah, a lot of people say they have fun, do you know what I mean? But not a lot of people do. But these two guys love going out and doing what they do. So obviously, Damon, Jamal, Donald, and Paul McBain, Aberdeen Combat Centre. So it's going to be an amazing night. Obviously, we've seen Damon on before, 3-0 at the moment as a pro. Do you know what I mean? I talk about Damon all the time, and I say that the pro game suits Damon because as an amateur, he was restricted in regards to what he was able to do. Now he's able to do whatever he wants. Man, he's running through people. And
cunts in the head and elbow him.
Yeah, well, Paul had that problem as an amateur with him because obviously he's a lanky striker.
Yeah.
And he didn't get used, all the weapons that he had and we knew he could use, especially with the smaller gloves, with the 4-ounce gloves. He was hitting people and he hits people a lot. It's his volume of strikes, but volume of strikes with a set of 4-ouncers is going to be a fucking stair heat in the morning, and he gets to use his long knees and elbows as well. So,
Yeah.
It's the pro rule set when you was always suited. It was just about getting him the experience that he needed. Obviously now we're here, so and he's doing his thing. So I'm fucking couldn't be any prouder. But
yeah,
future, one fight at a time, and we'll just keep tunneling for that belt or whatever we're gonna go for him. So,
yeah, and obviously Paul, you as well, man. You've been I mean, Paul, I was looking right. This month was 8 years to almost the day that you made your Cage Warriors debut.
Yeah,
1st of April 2017.
Yeah, so it's been a long road. A lot. I haven't had as much fights as as you say, like 8 years. I've probably only had what's that? It's been my 11th or 12th pro fight. 12th pro fight.
I think you've had in Cage Warriors. You've had. Let me see. I think it's been about 8 or 9 fights, maybe.
Be 8. I'll be 8, 9. This will be my 9th Cage Warriors fight. But obviously I worked offshore. Like people forget, like my whole career, only my last like 2 fights, I was working fucking 3 and 3. I was in Russia. I was all over the world working, so it was very, very hard.
Coming back and doing a 2-week camp.
Okay, yeah.
And scrapping with some of the best in the UK guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've obviously got a family and that as well, so it's just time, but it's something that we can never get back is time, but I'm not going to stop doing what I love doing just due to fucking work. Fuck that,
Yeah.
People on a daily coming in here going, oh, but I was working 8 hours. I was like, fucking bitch, I'm fighting some of the best in the UK after getting home for fucking 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So,
But tell us about you first of all,
yeah.
Damon. Obviously, for you, Damon, obviously the Glasgow show is amazing. Do you know what I mean? I know you missed the first one. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, missed the first one, and then but the Glasgow show is amazing. The walkout and stuff like that, the
Why? Yeah,
atmosphere. I mean, there's nothing like
Braehead Arena, dude. Like they do
yeah,
a good setup and that.
yeah. So
The Scottish
it's going to be
fans,
great. Yeah, it's going to be great walking out there again, man, and just fucking taking it all in. But I mean, you're made for nights like this, Damon. You're made for this. This is what you were. You were born to do this stuff.
I was born to entertain cunts, you know what I mean? Like
Put
from it
put
start.
my brain and knuckles on the line for you
Oh,
to you'll buy a ticket.
I can.
Yeah, and then Paul, for you, you're the same. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you've done. I mean, you're training Damon, and Damon's almost like a kind of prime example of you. Do you know what I mean? He comes out and he's exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? He comes out, he's there to entertain, and you guys talk about violence. You're there to provide violence for everybody's entertainment.
Yeah, we're there to fight. It's called a fight. It's not called a cuddling match, a fucking decision match. Like fight, like try look to finish a person from the first to the last. You know what I mean? That looking just it's what a fucking cuddling and get a decision. Nah, fuck that.
We're not built
what I mean?
to post around or like.
Nah, they're try to finish you.
Yeah, yeah. Paul, what about you? Obviously, there's rumours, there's talk. This might be your last one, and so on. Do you know what I mean? I know that me and you've spoke a number of times, and you've said that. Do you know what I mean? You want this next generation coming through. You want to be there, and you want to give them as much time as possible to try and bring them on and take them to even higher heights than you hit.
The thing is, Stoom, right? There's obviously right, and yeah, I highly suspect that this will be my last one, and I think I owe a lot to my family. I owe a lot to the guys. I owe a lot to the business, and everything. Everything goes back to if the guys get affected, the business gets affected. The business gets affected, the family gets affected, and like let's go back to like fighting. Fighting's my life, but my family's more than everything. You know what I mean? So everything goes back to them, and I'm 36 now, believe it or not. But I feel like I'm in the best shape. I feel like IQ wise, I'm better than I was at 20. 20 years old. But the sport's evolved. We're trying to evolve with it. We don't have fucking. I coach Damon. I've coached Damon. We've got other coaches that are here, but they're not as consistent. But we do the best we can. We're from a little gym up north. You know what I mean? We
That ain't
don't.
that much, guys.
Yeah, we did like here. We're producing some guys. We've got obviously some guys coming up through. Big names like Fraser Patterson. Obviously, Shamey's down the road, but we're doing all right for what we've got, and it's only going to improve. And I feel like with me still fighting, it's taking a knock-on effect to the guys, and it's something that I can't do. So I want to give them all the time. Something that I never had. Like I've never had a coach.
Yeah.
Like I've got Chris Nichol. I've started to do other stuff with jiu-jitsu guys, but an MMA coach, I've never had an MMA coach. I just train with the Thai boxer, I train with the wrestler, I train with and I just piece it together myself. And I think I could have advanced 5 year quicker to be to the point where I am now than 5 years ago. If I had somebody like me, and that's not an ego thing, it's just realistic.
Yeah.
So now I've got the experience. I want to hand the experience over to these guys, and if it means laying down the gloves for these guys for what I love to do, then I'm willing to do it.
It's easier hearing so I got an actual coach, you know what I mean? Because all I need to do is do whatever he tells me and I can, like, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to figure it all myself. I've got someone who's been there, done that. Like, he tells me, do this. I'm like, he's obviously telling me for a reason, you know what I mean? He cans himself
and
why I should be doing it.
It's obviously down to experience as well. I don't want Damon to make the same mistakes I've done, and like it's the same way. Like they're my kids. You know what I mean? They're all my kids. And it's the same way you look at your kid. You don't want your kid to make the same mistakes as you done. So I try and I try and push out on them to be like, look, listen, like now fucking listen to me. Do not make this mistake. And it's something that I can start passing down experience with. I know I'm not the best coach. I know I'm not the best fighter. I know I'm not. But here, motherfucker, I'm trying, you know, and
fucking hard.
And I'm gonna try. I'm always looking. I'm always learning. I think it's the most important thing, not just in fighting, but in life. You've always got to be learning about your kids, learning about your job, like constantly be learning,
Bettering yourself every day.
Exactly. That small wins throughout the day.
1%.
Yeah.
1%.
I'm
So,
for one,
yeah.
Paul. Me for one. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if this is your last one, do you know what I mean? I mean, you've been an absolute brilliant ambassador for Scottish combat sports. Do you know what I mean? I mean, do you know what I mean? You've been up there. You've been in Cage Warriors for 8 years, fighting at the top level, fighting the top guys. Do you know what I mean? And you've been an amazing ambassador, and all your experience and that you've had over your career to be able to pass that on to other people. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be, as you said, it's going to be very, very beneficial for everybody that's a part of Aberdeen Combat Centre. So from me, Paul, obviously a big thank you. Do you know what I mean? And not just me. I mean, obviously the community as a whole. Do you know what I mean? So everybody owes you a big thank you, because over the years you put on some amazing fights. As you said, you're always entertaining. Do you know what I mean? You're never going to see Paul McBain back down from anything at all.
Hell no.
Maybe when he locks on to start swinging, guys.
Here, they're like, Paul, don't do. I always say it's like the the angel and the devil on my shoulder. The angel's going, Paul, don't do it. Stay technical. And there, I can hear the corner going, Paul, fuck you. The devil comes out. I'm like, he's dead. I'm like, fucking the angel and the devil.
And he's fucking out.
So, but yeah, I'm saying, Damon, don't do it. Like, don't live with my mistake. But it's hard because I know he loves it, and I love it, and I know what he goes through when he gets in there, because I feel the same way. So if he wants to go and it's time to go, like, free pass, motherfucker, go.
Yeah.
Swing. Yeah. Give the crowd what they want to see.
Yeah.
I try not let him do it, but I try not to do it myself, but yeah, I can't.
Yeah, listen, that's what we love about you, and that's why you've been a massive ambassador. Do you know what I mean? You've put on some amazing fights over the years. Do you know what I mean? So as I say, just a big thank you from me. Do you know what I mean? It's been entertaining to watch you over the years. Do you know what I mean? And actually see you in person, see you in fighting and stuff like that. It's so much better watching you live than watching you on the TV. Do you know what I mean? So and anybody that needs to go and watch, as I said, if this is going to be Paul's last one, definitely do not miss this, because he's definitely going to come out, especially the last one. You're going to come out all guns blazing. You're going to be like, do you know what? Fuck it, let's do this.
It's the best he's ever looked.
Best I feel razor just now, mate. I feel him in the best shape, cardio. You know, we both are, mate. Like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting better, and this he just keeps coming and coming and coming.
You're like, after this one comes for me, like
Yeah.
God's gonna come for you like he comes for you.
Right.
Yeah. And then obviously you, Damon, I mean, you're building up a reputation. I mean, you've built up a reputation over the years, but you're building up a reputation in Cage Warriors where people are going to be terrified to stand up against you. Do you know what I mean? Because you just don't go out there and win. You pick people apart. Do you know what I mean? We saw that in the two Cage Warriors fights you've had. I mean, you picked both opponents apart and absolutely destroyed them. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I beat Callum Parker better than Cage Warriors poster boy did.
Yes.
Just remember that.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. You're building up a reputation as one of the guys that people don't want to be standing in front of. And there's going to come a point, and Paul, you'll know this as well. I mean, there's people that over the years, there's been people in Cage Warriors where everybody's terrified to fight them. Do you know what I mean? So
I think what you're saying on Damon is Damon's offensively scary, but you forget he's very, very, very hard to hit, and he's got very good defense. So it just makes for he's a nightmare, like nightmare. Guys have got really good offense, or they've got good defense, they're good at running. He's got everything, you know.
I can fight on the back.
You know, his grappling's improved drastically. is counter wrestling. I'm like, you're gonna have to get past that limbs to get a hold of him. But the problem is now, once you get a hold of him,
elbow the fucking face after.
He's got the tools in the tank to beat you from everywhere. Now, so it's yeah, I'm looking forward to watching him do his thing. You know, so I'm probably more excited, right, for his fight than my fight. People's like, you excited? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, fucking hell. He's not got to be a harder fucking fight than we do every Thursday night.
Nah,
I'm like, nah. So. I'm excited. I'm more excited for him than me. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Paul, let me ask. Obviously, again, you've been in the game for years. Talk about the level now compared to when you started out.
Well, generally, I feel like looking at from the level of pros. Are we talking about the sport in general?
Probably the sport in general, just the level
Sport
from
in
the
general,
amateurs
Brian.
to the pros and stuff like that.
I go to some shows, like local shows, from our guys. Some of our amateur guys are like 2, 3, and 0. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, you're fucking good. And I think the level of amateur nowadays is quite scary. That you know, it's
they train like the pros these days.
train like, yeah, and it's harder to get low-level fights for your guys to get them the experience now, because the guys are so good, and as Damon says, they're training like pros because they're getting to a level now where the guys that they're fighting, and they're that good, and the sport's evolving. Like the access to information just now with fucking YouTube, with all these Instagram real tutorials, like
you can get travel off to kitchens and that to get the information. You get it off of your phone.
Yeah, you can get it. So the level's really good. So it's good for the amateurs, but it's bad at the same time. You know, some of these amateurs you look at and think, fucking hell, they've had 2, 3 fights. You would be a good pro. And it's just about taking that next step, which we're working on our amateurs here. Some of them give us fucking a tough time. I'm like
Marcus, and the winner wants to watch.
you know, we've got a couple on the go just now, like consistently. We've got some guys coming through. Obviously, we've got Marcus, Owen. We've got some really good guys, which are giving us some tough rounds. So I'm getting into this sport before they get too good, and they end up brain damaging me. But yeah, no, sport in general it's good, you know.
It's only getting bigger.
It's getting bigger. It's just trying to find, like, for MMA, trying to get the guys staying consistently from a small city that we're in. It's a big city, but it's a small city for the sport. You know, we're trying to build it up. We're trying to get the guys. We're trying to get young, hungry guys in the door. They want to train Monday. Want to train Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They want to train 7 days a week.
I don't mind doing an 8-hour shift at work and then coming and training until 8:30, 9 at night.
Yeah, like Damon, like a lot of people don't know this, but like Damon's always got his kids every night. He takes his kids into the fucking gym every night, you know, and they see the discipline that their dad goes through. They know how much he wants it. He works a fucking 8-hour job as a car mechanic. He comes straight from his fucking job 5 minutes down the road, and he's here sometimes 9, 10 o'clock at night. Like, that's consistency, and what a fucking surprise. Like, people are surprised that he's so good, and people are surprised that he's fucking mauling folk in the division. I'm not surprised. You know, you get out what you put in, and that goes for everything. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he's got coming.
Definitely. You got a couple of comments coming in. Adam just saying good luck in the fight, lads. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously you had Callum McRob. Just obviously saying yes, Gadgies. Do you know what I mean?
The next gen.
Oh, this is Jamal 2.0. It's common for people.
But that's what I'm expecting. Do you know what I mean? See, like all the guys that are in the game, like obviously yourself, Paul, Damon, and all these guys are having kids, and these kids are in the gym and they're seeing, do you know what I mean, what's happening, and do you know what I mean? The kids are getting involved at early ages. We see that with like the Clancy's. Do you know what I mean? Like you look at Sean and Stephen Clancy, who've been training since they were fucking 2 and 3 year old. Do you know what I mean? So, so we're going to see
crazy in 5 year, 10 year.
Yeah.
These kids are going to be so good.
Yeah, so we're going to see a lot of these kids coming through that their dads or mums or dads or whoever were training, they were fighting, they were doing jiu-jitsu and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, the talent in the years to come is going to be absolutely terrifying. Do you know what I mean? So there's definitely, we're going to have UFC champion, hopefully in the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years. We're going to have UFC champions, Cage Warriors champions, PFL.
No, 100%.
So it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. What about you guys then? Final thing. Obviously, again, you guys are two amazing guys. You've got amazing people around you. But anybody in particular you want to shout out to? Any friends, family members, teammates, things like that?
Listen, right, and we go off of this all the time. Right? It's like, you know who you are. I don't need to thank you. Know that we're appreciative of all our sponsors, all our coaches, all the people around us, all the people that share our shit,
all people that help us. Like for no money, come in the morning, hold pads, stay late, hold pads. Make sure they're there for our training sessions, just for numbers and that. Like people know who they are. They know who help us.
Yeah, we don't need to individually thank people because they know who they are. You know, all the people that we had this discussion. It's like I posted something on the gym page last night, and it was about, you know, how to support small businesses. And this is not small business. Like Damon's a small business. He's promoting himself as a fighter when he's posting about posting hitting pads or looking for a PT, shit like that. It's like, share our shit, man. Or people will be like, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Like help promote us. Help promote the guys as fighters. Because once they get on these big shows, you know, this is where it goes. It goes off our followings, and if they don't know who he is because somebody's not sharing, then you know, help some brothers out. You know, so every little helps.
No, definitely. So, guys, there we go then. The two most violent guys in this game, Damon Donald, Paul McBain, and Jamal 2.0. Jamal 2.0 as well. So, Aberdeen Combat Centre. Guys, if you're ever in Aberdeen, head up to Aberdeen Combat Centre. Do you know what I mean? You'll get good rounds. Yeah. Whether you want to do MMA, jiu-jitsu or whatever, do you know what I mean? They've got you covered at Aberdeen Combat Centres. Very, very good gym. Good location. The parking there's fantastic as well. So you'll get a parking space, no problem at all. You've obviously got coffee shops and stuff like that nearby, places where you can get something to eat and all that. So it's a very, very good location. So
the training's fucking best.
Aye.
Training's the best.
Yeah, so head up to Aberdeen. If you're in Aberdeen, Aberdeen Combat Centre is definitely the place to go. So, so guys, Cage Warriors 187. Saturday, the 19th of April. It's going to be at the Braehead Arena in Glasgow. As I said, if you're going to be seeing a specific fighter, make sure you hit up the link in their social medias, because obviously the link does go directly to themselves. So make sure you do hit up that link. If you can't make the fight in attendance, then hit up UFC Fight Pass, and you will get obviously Cage Warriors 187 on that. There's nothing like a Glasgow show. The atmosphere, not just a Glasgow show, Scottish show. There's nothing like it. The atmosphere is unbelievable. The fighters come out. There's something different about the fighters when they walk out in front of their home crowd. Do you know what I mean? Because with that crowd behind them, it makes them perform that much better. Don't get me wrong, they're already fantastic, but doing it in front of their home crowd is so amazing. So, and these guys always come and put on a show. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing Paul and Damon. We're only a week and a half away, guys. We're only, 10 days away, roughly? So it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. So, well, listen, enjoy the rest of your training. I know weight cutting will be next week, so obviously have a good weight cut. I hope all goes well. Listen, I'll be there on the 19th. Paul, I can't miss your last one. If it is going to be your last one, I need to be there for that. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be there, front and centre.
Gloves down after this one. As I say, I owe it to my family, I owe it to the guys, I owe it to the business. So,
Now, listen, Paul, you've been an amazing ambassador. I'd say definitely a big thank you from me. And I'm sure, obviously, a lot of people around the country will be saying the same thing. So we appreciate everything you've done for the sport and building it up. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these guys look up to you. You're a role model. you're an inspiration for a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? Especially
Everyone
the working man.
Up to him, like, sets a good example for everyone at the gym.
Yeah. Especially the working man. I mean, too many people make excuses. They'll go out, they'll work an 8-hour shift, and then they'll come home. They won't go to the gym. They won't do that. Whereas, as I say, you're 2 weeks, you're working offshore. You're back for 2 weeks, training camp, out there fighting. You as well, Damon. You're exactly the same.
I owe a lot to, obviously, my wife. You know, we went through a little shitty spell, but, you know, like, she's been there since the start. I've been doing this since I was fucking 19, 20-year-old. And she has never once said to me, you ain't going to training. Like, she'll send me in the car down to training, you know. So, and that's the kind of people you need around you and to support you. You know, the kids are like, oh, I'm like, here, it's a holidays, but I'm like, you're coming to the gym. I'm like, Daddy's got business to do, you know. So and they all understand that. So, and it's about teaching that life lesson. Yeah, very good.
No matter how you feel, like, you got shit to do, you got to do it.
Yeah. So every small little wins and teaching them. So cheers, Duma.
Definitely, guys. I'll see you all on the 19th. All right.
All right, buddy. I'll see you then.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.
See you later, Stu.